talking about some research of neurology, brain science. So you can just read along a little bit here. And it's fascinating to me because I always wonder about what's going on inside the brain. I'm one of those people who is strictly adhering to the cosmology of the brain and the mind. And the mind is a lot different than the brain. The mind actually exists without any physical necessity. It means that it's separable from it. And it creates a duality, at least, between the physical and the non-physical. So, what is the mind? A interconnectedness of thoughts. And that's really what we are. That's our soul. The spirit infuses that with life energy just to exist, and just gathers it all up together into a soul. Each life is a soul. And then your soul becomes an essence. Even after you die, it's preserved. It becomes the result of it, the result of the whole life. It's like what you are, your heart and your soul, the record of all those things. You leave your mark, and it gets formed into this memory of it. And those memories are built upon all the lifetimes and generations and extended family of humanity. So getting back to the mind, it's the totally mental component of existence, of your individuality. And they're doing studies on the brain here. So, how is the mind connected with the brain? Well, to me, it seems like it's the root. That's how it manifests itself. The mind is a field of activity where the energy concentrates and it circulates in this kind of a structure from the levels of non-physical, etheric, if you will. And it will take on a form and a shape. So that's the structure. And then it's all around the head, the skull, and the chakras. Remember the chakra system, which creates the aura, an auric field. These are, again, energies. They can't be detected as something physical that you can touch, but they're perceptible because energy is like electric. We know that, and a lot of times you can't see it. It's up in the air. The air is filled with it, but it's invisible. Same thing with thoughts in the mind. It's invisible, but when it comes together around these fields of the chakra and the higher energy, the spiritual energy, the emotional energy, the psychic bodies that we have, then it solidifies around the hard structure of the what is known as the body in general. It's the physical body. Our physical identity is in this image. It even says things in the Bible about it, but I'm not going to digress. I'm going to tell you that the head has a skull, a cranium, there's a brain in there, it's a cerebrum and the cerebellum and the medulla and the hippocampus and all the structure in there, the glands, the pituitary. And they always talk about these glands now, that you can cleanse them. The decalcification of the pineal gland. What is the pineal gland shaped like? It's a pineal gland, like a pine cone. The pine cone is sacred. Look at the sculptures of it from ancient civilization. So these are all components within the head. And this is the brain. This is the root that manifests, it solidifies, it congeals around all the thoughts that are active, that are around you. You're an incredible phenomenon in the universe. It's cosmic. And so the brain can be read. Mind reading. That's what they're doing when they say this. They're using new instrumentation to measure phenomenon. So we've reached the part of science that actually gets interesting now. It's metaphysical. And I always talk about this. We've been doing this for thousands of years, and it's time for hard science, that type of scientist, medical, biologist, technology, to catch up with it. You want to prove it empirically, you want to prove it through measurements, EKGs, rapid eye movements, REM. Now all this comes back to my idea, and you'll see videos every year that I do where I talk about telepathy, because the true communication is not through video, not through the phone. Hello, it's always attached to my head. It's giving me brain cancer, brain tumors. Enough of that already. That's a rip-off technology. We don't need that. We want it. What we need, and what we always have, is mind-to-mind communication. It's always being done. We just have forgotten about it because it's buried under this idea that, hey, what's your phone number? What's your digits, man? Oh, now I can talk to you. You could talk to me already if you knew me really how to connect with me, whether you're the other side of the room or whether you're the other side of the world. I can get your messages. Now they're on to it. That's what this research is about. And that's why it's so interesting. And I hope you read along while I was talking and giving you the bigger picture. Let's see where it goes, because what they did was grab a thread of idea, of innovation, and said, oh, you see what the article says, that when someone's reading something, they're hearing a voice in their head. Even if you're silent and you're not talking, watch, you go like, you can hear that. So what is that phenomenon? You have an unseen mental mouth in your head. You have an unseen mental ears in your head. And that mouth is talking to those ears while you're reading along with your eyes. That's what they figured out here. It sounds strange, but we have to, make these connections to find out really what's going on and to be able to detect the proof of that. The neural signals in neurology. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to understand this. You just got to follow the train of thought. Thanks for listening, everybody. Make a comment. It's very fascinating.